we're going to continue our outline, and we have for our next main idea is smog and acid rain. So what is smog and acid rain? It is the burning of fossil fuels can cause smog and acid rain. So I have my main idea, which is I put in pink, smog and acid rain, and I also write the burning of fossil fuels. So now I have what are my main details. I have one London type smog, and so I go to my paragraph and I read about it, and I see that it was in London in 1905, and they had this new type of smoke and fog, and they came up with the word smog. So I wrote London type of smog, and then I wrote soot. I didn't think it was a huge paragraph with a lot of main details, but I wanted to put it down. I could always go back if I need more information. So 2, photochemical smog, and I read the paragraph, and it gives me some information that photo means light. So I have that is A, my first detail, and then B, sunlight mixes with chemicals to react to make a brown haze. So I also see that in here. So I also will have that the ozone in the stratosphere blocks the ultraviolet rays, protecting us. But that doesn't have to do with photochemical smog, so I did not add it. All right, but ozone is a pollutant that can irritate eyes. That has an example of photochemical smog. So here I wrote in the troposphere, ozone is a pollutant, irritates eyes, nose, and lungs. It also kills plants. And then I also wrote that down here that it kills plants. All right. So the main idea, smog and acid rain, and the key details, and so now that backs up this. So now we have the third, acid rain, and I gave a little bit of detail about what is acid rain, and it contains more acid, and I don't think more acid is a good thing. So as I read the text, it gives me the bold word acid rain, and then I could see here more acid that is normal, and that's what I wrote up here. Key details, and then I gave a little bit of more of the key details. So now I need more details and examples of what acid rain is. So then I read in the text, and how does acid rain form? So that would be important. So then I read this, and I put it over here is coal burnt, form with water in the air to form nitric acid and sulfuric acid. So there's a example, and I put it in my own words so I can understand it. So now I have B. What is another example? So then I go back and I can see here examples are rain, sleet, snow, fog. And I never really thought of snow having acid rain. So here I wrote example B, rain, sleet, snow, fog, air, and then I gave even some more examples of trees, lakes, farms, and ponds. And then as I read further on, I have C. And then what other damage can acid rain do? And it also damages buildings and statues. So that is the outline of smog and acid rain. So as you can see, this is a good way of highlighting if you're going to highlight. But if you can't highlight in the text, this is a very good way of reviewing what is important and examples of the text.